2018, Manchester police said that they had 80,100 reports, crime reports, that were not recorded. That's a shocking enough figure, so you'd be as well Googling it just to make sure I am telling you the truth. And these reports were obviously went against certain people. We can only imagine the reason why they were not recorded. So that's the way things are, and that's the way things certainly were. Now, at the time, the government was very concerned about diversity, and so they contrived and plotted and did everything devious you can actually think of, they could think of, to try and cover up what was actually happening, so that we couldn't say anything. We had no evidence to defend ourselves or to hold the government to task. We were denied our Nuremberg. That's what's happened. The people only wanted this to go to a court, a tribunal or something, but it was always denied. So, okay, we've got all these cases unreported, but they were determined to find cases of reports of racism that went in these minority people's favour. So what they did was they set up an organisation to discover all these racist incidents and log them and report them. And the organisation was called Hope Not Hate. In certainly one of their first reports, bearing in mind that everybody had to report every incident, no matter how trivial, to this organisation. So that would be the police, social services, it would be local community organisations and charities, the whole thing. Everyone had to report back about any racist incidents, schools, NHS, etc. So at the end of the year, they published a report. And in that report, they discovered that the victims of prejudice, etc., were actually disabled people. And when it came to racism, there were lots of allegations. They had like 200 and something allegations. But of those allegations, the only ones that they recorded were where they thought there was a microcosm of anything that might be racist. And they recorded 160 incidents in a year. Now, the population of the United Kingdom is somewhere in the region of 70 million people, and only 160 of them have been accused of racism. So the chances of you or I or any ordinary person perpetrating racism, according to this, is 0.00. I can't remember how many zeros there were, but before you actually get to an actual number, it's so minute, it cannot be, you can only guess at it. And the only statistics we have to prove that British people are racist is 160 cases in 70 million people. Oh, give me a break, please. So just remember those statistics next time they go, oh, you're racist. No, you're not. You're not as a nation, we're not, definitely. And this is, I'll probably use it on the video because people are just not going to believe this. And the thing to remember is it's disabled who suffer the most prejudice, no one else in the UK. And that's unfortunate, but thankfully it's still minimal, very, very minimal. And the thing that's got to me is that as soon as it was published in 2019, and as soon as I got to hear about it, obviously we're having things on my on my email that clocks up having anything to do with what I'm interested in. And this, when it was first published, I got notified of it and I downloaded the full report. And when I'm telling somebody about this, it was only a matter of days later. When I'm telling somebody about this, they said, that can't be true. I said, it is true. I said, I'll show you. Google it. And he Googled it and it had been taken down. It wasn't available on the internet anymore. What in the George Floyd had happened to that report? I wonder, we'll never know. But it didn't exist anymore. So after that, nobody would believe me until very, very occasionally, because I didn't want to give this out too often, but very, very occasionally I would give out the one page with the statistics on it. And the full report, I still have it on my PC. I have backups as well. And what I might do is I might publish the full report, because it was so embarrassing that the BLM started up and they took the report down immediately. So don't let them say that you're racist. They might say, well, maybe that would make me one of the 160 people in the United Kingdom who may or may not be racist. So stand proud. Hold your head high and stick out your chest. Because you're not racist, guys. You're just not racist at all. Hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed telling you. See you later. Please subscribe if you haven't done already, and tick on the bell for notifications, and click a like if you liked the video. Thanks for listening. I do appreciate it. Thank you.